Anthurium tesula red crystalline words. Anthurium tesula red Hello, welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another video. If we've not met before, my name's Amy and today we are gonna go through my September favorites. I feel like I haven't done a favorites video in ages. The last one I did was in July. I completely missed August. It just, poof, we're already at the end of September. Time is flying. I'm a little bit gutted that I missed my August favorites because I'm pretty sure last year I did an August favorites video. I definitely did a September favorites video, and it's just blowing my mind that I've been on YouTube for a year now and I've got like videos that I can look back on and be like, what were my favorites last September? Are they the same? Are they different? Like, I don't know, it just feels really cool, you know? Anyway, if you like favorites videos, please do give this video a thumbs up. It does really help. And let's just get into it, shall we? These are in no particular order, but I am going to start with this little box. Some of you might know what's in here if you watched the video where I spoke about this, but if you don't know what's in here, you're in for a treat because these are amazing. So these are Anthurium seedlings that I got from Danya, who is on Instagram. I'll have her linked. Check out her collection. That girl can grow an Anthurium. Insane. She came to the UK to visit and she brought me these 3 seedlings, and I still cannot believe I own these plants. Like, what? So here they are. They've all pushed out a new leaf since I got them. When did I get them? The end of August. So they've all pushed out a new leaf. Their roots are looking great. So this little one here, just here, is the Anthurium tesula red crystalline words. This one here is the Anthurium tesula red oh my god, this one right here. So this one here on the end is the Anthurium tesula red crystallinum crossed with itself. This one here in the middle is the Anthurium Bessier af crossed with an Ace of Spades green form. And then this one on the end is an Anthurium Doc Block Magnificum F2 crossed with itself. Can you hear that motorbike? But I'm still I'm still speechless. Like, I have nothing to say. I'm speechless. They've definitely been favorites since they arrived. I'm checking in on these like every day, multiple times. Next up is another plant. So those Anthuriums grow in my grow tent, and this next plant is another plant that lives in the grow tent. I do really want to bring it out, but I am scared because it didn't start doing well until it was in the grow tent, and I don't want to bring it out and for it to like stop. But it is my Philodendron Florida Beauty. So I bought this one from Michaela. She is Please Send Nodes on Instagram. Her collection is also phenomenal. When I got it, it was just these smaller leaves down here, and it has lost a couple of leaves. Like I said, I really struggled, and they were quite creamy in variegation. And then this was the first leaf it put out in my care, which is stinking adorable. Look how beautiful, the like yellowy variegation with that dark green leaf. I love it. Then the next leaf, look at that. Is that not stunning? Like, how did I get so lucky with these genetics? Like, wow. I love the dark green. I love the yellowy cream. I love it. I love that there's like sectoral variegation and there's the like mottled speckled variegation. It is amazing. This is the next leaf, which it's not gone to that like dark green yet, so I'm guessing it hasn't like fully finished hardening, and I feel like when it does, chef's kiss, it's gonna be beautiful. It has less variegation than the previous one, but the variegation it does have is so pretty. This little spot here is because of a extra floral nectary that I didn't get off in time, so it's kind of burnt the leaf a little bit, but it's okay, it's fine. I can't get over the variegation, but also the size up. Like, this was the first leaf grown in my care. Check out the kind of maturity of the ones from when I first got it to this. Like, it is clearly loving its moss pole. Let me see if I can, I'm not gonna be able to show you the roots, am I? Can you kind of see? Here. There's some roots. The moss pole is dry, which is weird because I definitely put some water in there. I'm just gonna put some water in this cup. Like, I don't want those roots to die. I've just put a small amount of water into this cup that I keep in my pole, and it's starting to work its way in to the pole. I swear I only refilled that like a day or two ago, but I do love the way that you can have these cups at the top of your moss pole and have some holes in the bottom, and I think, yeah, that you can see it dripping in. Brilliant idea. I first saw this on Claire's channel, The Jungle Haven. Brilliant idea. And I didn't even talk about it, there's a new leaf coming, so I'm very excited. That was my second favourite. These are in no particular order, by the way. So this next favourite is one that I haven't shown on my channel yet because it is new, and that is my Ficus shivierana. And it's two plants that I got at Cadbury Garden Centre, which is one of the like Diamond Group garden centres. I'm walking on my mic lead. I got it about maybe just over a week ago now. I can't remember how much they were, but they were a decent enough price for me to pay for two to pot together. So I just love it. I love the colour of the variegation. I love the kind of specklediness. I really liked this leaf. It's kind of a limey green with like a hint of pink, but it's got the section and the mottled variegation as well. I have admired this ficus for a little while, and I just hadn't like bitten the bullet to get one, and I'm quite glad. I'm glad I found this one. I'm intrigued to see how they grow. I haven't had like the best luck with these kinds of ficus. I had the is it the Taneki? The like creamy pinky variegated one, and it really struggled here in my apartment, and I've taken it into work and it's thriving in the office, but I really want to keep this one here. So any tips, please let me know. It's getting, at the moment it's on my south facing window sill, so it's getting pretty blasted with like the autumnal light at the moment, and it seems okay. Next up is a Hoya. This is my Hoya Kastbergii, or Kastbergii, I don't actually know how you pronounce it. This one used to live in the grow tent, and it was just one long strand. It looked ridiculous, and I made this trellis for it, wrapped it round, and I moved it out here once I kind of rejigged my plant shelves, which if you haven't seen the kind of new tour setup, I will have that linked in the cards, and also, cards this way. And I'll also have it linked at the end of this video, so you can check it out if you haven't. But I moved this one out to go on top of my cabinet so that I could fully appreciate how gorgeous it is, because it is absolutely one of my favourite Hoyas. I adore these round leaves. Like, how stinking cute. They're so cute. This was the last one it put out in the grow tent. It's so tiny compared to the others, because it was like this size when I pulled it out of the grow tent, and I think I shocked it. So it just halted there and hardened off. It has started putting out, there's a little leaf just here that it started putting out since being out. This is the end of the trellis, and that had already died off before I wrapped it round. Wait, did I say that was the end of the trellis? This is the end of the tendril, and it had already died off when I'd wrapped it round the trellis. I'm hopeful that it will be happy out here I'm taking the new leaf that it's pushing out as a sign that it is going to be happy. But yeah, I love this Hoya. Next up is an Anthurium. Of course there was going to be some Anthurium on this list other than those little seedlings. Like, Anthurium are my favorite genus at the moment, and they have been for such a long time. I love them. This Anthurium is my Anthurium timplowmanii. It's putting out an inflow. I freaking love this plant. So I got this in my most recent Equigenera order, which I will link in the cards so you can check that out. And I am loving it. It is such an interesting green colour. Like, I wish I could describe it, but I actually just don't know what I would call this green. It's like a muted dark olive sage green. I don't know how you describe it, but I love it. And it's got these little bumpy ridges all over it. I just think it's a really cool Anthurium. I will show you the inflow. To be honest, I think I'm probably going to chop that off. I don't want it to be pushing out inflows at the moment. I'm not going to be collecting the pollen. There is what looks like the beginnings of a cataphyll for a new leaf, although it's under some crustiness that I clearly need to pluck off. You see here? I need to pull all that off. This was a leaf that died off in shipping, which I can pull off there. But yeah, I really love it. Are there roots? There are roots. There are some. Oh no, why is there one coming out the bottom already? Ugh. It's been really happy. This is the Anthurium mix from Soil Ninja. I potted it straight into that from being imported, and it's done so well. Like, I literally didn't do anything else. I think I probably let it soak in a bit of water for a little bit and then just plopped it straight into the soil, and it is really happy. The leaves are really thick. Hoping you can hear that. They're really thick, they're gorgeous. I can't wait to see this one like grow and size up. The next one is another Anthurium from that Equigenera order, and it is this one. Ooh, what is this one called? Anthurium. Oh, is it the rugulosum? I have the name on the screen, obviously. This thing surprised me. I was not expecting to love it as much as I did. It is hella thirsty. It is the thirstiest Anthurium I've ever had, and it has dried out a couple of times. These leaves do all droop. I think there is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's either 4 or 5 growth points on this thing, and I don't know if they're all like little pups or what's going on, but it's been pretty happy. It's put out this leaf since being in my care, and I just don't think the camera is going to really truly pick up the texture of these leaves. It's like a matte, but like a little bit velvety, bumpy leaf. Don't know how else to describe it. I feel like the light's gone really horrible. Is that better? Is that better light? I don't know, maybe? Can you see the texture of it? I don't think it's completely finished hardening off. It's not as dark as the previous leaves. Oh, I just love it. Somebody said that it looks like crocodile or alligator skin, and I agree. It's very reptilian looking, and I love it. And the backs are just as cool. Let me see if I can capture it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Hang on. I don't know if you can see. I think you can. The backs are like fuzzy. I don't know if you can see. But it's beautiful. I love it. It's definitely been a favourite. I've really enjoyed watching it grow. Next up, I have a Hoya for you. This is a Hoya that's really new to my collection. I got it from the Another Plant Swap that was hosted in Bristol very recently. Another one I've got a video for. I'll have that linked up above. This is the Hoya verticulata black margin. I think when I got it, the name on it was Parasitica black margin, but I've been told that it's a verticulata, I think. I'm never very good with Hoya names. It is pushing out a teensy weensy new growth point just here. I really need to get my act together and get it potted into some actual substrate, because it is still in moss that I swapped it with, like that it came with from the swap. But I love this Hoya. The black margin is insane. Does it look better with the light on? The black margin is gorgeous. I love the veining and the texture of the leaf. Gorgeous, gorgeous Hoya. I cannot wait to have like a massive one on like a circular trellis. This next one is another philodendron that I got from Michaela. Please send nodes. This is my Philodendron Majestic, and I freaking love this thing. My hand is doing this a lot in this video, isn't it? I'm so sorry. I freaking love this thing. It is really annoying, but I love it. I love the leaves. It's just the internodes are so long. I cannot keep it. Like, I can't keep on top of the moss pole for it, which is annoying. I have got a thrip sachet on this one. I don't have thrips. I get them on, I've got a subscription with Ladybird Plant Care, which is linked down below. They come every 6 weeks. I change out old ones for new ones. I have been thrips free for 2 years, so I will forever have these sachets going on in my collection. This is a stunning hybrid of a philodendron. If you don't know, this is a hybrid of the Philodendron verticosum and the Philodendron sodoroi, and it's beautiful. I love the patterns of the silver on these leaves. I love that the backs have the reddy colour from the verticosum. It is stunning. It's just a bit of an annoying growth pattern, and I'm a little bit all of these leaves face the front, and then this one doesn't really face the front, and then neither does this one. So I'm hoping that they'll kind of turn, because how stunning would that look? And as I said, new leaf is hanging off the top of the pole. How am I ever going to have any hope of sizing up these leaves if it keeps growing like this? Is there a trick to getting the internodes shorter? Why are they so long? They're literally all this size. If anybody has this plant with shorter internodes, please let me know, because dang, I'm gonna need a huge moss pole any day now. But I do love it. I love these heart-shaped silvery leaves. They are just stunning. This next one feels like a little bit of a cheat because I literally got it yesterday. And that is my Epiphyllum chrysocardium. Damn! Holy moly! This is the fernleaf cactus. It is a jungle cactus. Have you ever seen one this big? I have one in my sky planter that hangs upside down. I'm looking at it now, and it's one of these, and I love it. I love the kind of simplicity of that one just hanging there. But when I saw this for sale, I was like, I need that. I got this from Mint Houseplants, which will be linked down below if you are interested in having a little browse of their website. Hayley, who owns it, is a phenomenal woman. She rescues cacti and succulents from all over the UK that have been in collections, like actual collectors that have been collecting plants for years and years and years, and when they can't take care of those collections anymore, or they sadly die, the collections often get put up for auction, and Hayley keeps an eye out, and she goes and buys them, she takes care of them, she repots them, and then she sells them on. And I don't completely know where this one came from, because I don't think this was part of one of those collections, because there was a few of these for sale, but geez, I've never seen such a huge one, which is so long, for sale. I don't really know where I'm going to put this. I'm thinking on top of my cabinet, but I have to have it. I have to have it. So stunning. So yeah, a little bit of a cheat because it's literally, I've not even had it 24 hours yet, but it's definitely a favourite. Now, the last one on this list is looking a little bit sad because it's very thirsty. I've just given it a drink, so it will perk up, but I wanted to share it with you anyway. This is my, what is it? I know it's a Homalomena of some kind, but I don't know what kind it is. I love these leaves. I love these leaves. They are just so stunning. The patterns on them. It's been such an easy plant. Obviously it communicates very well when it's thirsty. Normally it's very like perky, and it's definitely doing like the droop right now. So hopefully like by the time I'm editing this video, it'll have perked up. I'll pop in a photo and you'll be able to see how it normally sits. But I just love the pattern of these leaves. They're just so like camouflagey. It's beautiful. I'm such a fan. And the colours, like the dark green and the lime green, it just pops, and I love that. I've got it in my little eye pot, which I think is out pretty much all year round, but it is nearly spooky season, so getting all the spooky things out. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy favourites videos, definitely check out this playlist. That's all of my favourites videos I've ever made. And that video that I was talking about earlier that I was going to link was at my tour. That'll be here. Check that out. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.